Hey, Paul, this is Pat.
Hi, Pat. How you doing? We're excited to talk to you. How's everything going?
Good, thank you. Yeah, we're just started working on a new album project, and so I'm excited about that.
Ah, that's great. Well, yeah, we're excited to hear about this cactus stuff because we didn't see this coming.
No, it's an amazing collection of people that Carmine got to play on this album, and the tune with Doug, and from King's X and
Yes.
Ted Nugent. That's awesome. I mean, it really is good. I don't know if you've seen the video, but they put together a pretty cool video too.
Yeah, that's so cool, and you got to be excited too because you and Carmine go back a long ways. You have some good stories with him.
Oh, with Carmine, absolutely. Yeah, I first, speaking of Ted Nugent, I first met Carmine back in 1981, and we were doing shows with Ted in like Texas and Louisiana, and Carmine was playing with him. So we just hit it off immediately. We had fun. We, go back to the hotel bar after the shows, and if they had a band there, we'd all get up and jam. That was a lot of fun.
That's so cool. Well, of course, we're in Texas, so you probably have some pretty good Texas memories as well, right?
Oh, I sure do. Yeah.
Probably not a whole lot you can discuss, right? Touring was very different.
Save that for the book.
Right. Well, touring back then was a whole lot more wild and fun, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, especially in the early days when, it was the first time you'd ever been to Dallas, or, first time you'd ever been anywhere. There was always that excitement. And, of course, it happened every night. It was, it's kind of like a drug in a way. Every night was like a new thing, with new energy and new people to meet.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, people have been looking up to you for years and thinking, "Oh, that's what I want to do," because you make it look so easy on stage. Is there, what advice do you give to those kids that are looking at you, going, "I want to do what you do"?
It's like, I guess, anything else, whether it's an athletic thing or a mental thing, or in my case, an instrument, an artistic thing. It requires a lot of effort to go into it, just in the form of, repetition and practice. And then you need the passion too, because we all play the same notes. It's just that some of us play them slightly differently. And, there has to do with the emotion or whatever that you're injecting into it. So I guess just my advice would be, if you're going to dedicate, you have to dedicate yourself. If you want to be really good, you're going to have to put some time into it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you go like this. My co-host is Drew Pearson, one of our great Dallas Cowboys, who...
Oh, cool.
Yeah, caught the Hail Mary.
What a coincidence. I'm, in a way, next week or first week in July, I'm doing a show with Doug Flutie. Him and his brother have a band.
Oh, that's wonderful. Where is that going to be?
Here in Orlando. Oh,
that's great.
Yeah, so I thought that. I saw that on my schedule, and I said, "Are you kidding me? This is going to be fun." The Flutie Band, or the Flutie Brothers, or something. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
it should be fun.
We'll have to make sure we get him on to talk about that. But, Drew caught the Hail Mary, the original Hail Mary, and of course now it's a pop culture term. But we love to ask people their Hail Mary moment, which is that moment in your life or career where you just had to go for it and it worked out for you. What do you suppose that was for you?
Oh, gosh, the first part of my career was all Hail Marys. I just winged everything, you know, and I would try my best to be prepared when I went into the studio or something, but I never was enough. But I'd get so freaked out and frightened that I'd just come up with something, you know. So maybe that's one of the reasons why the first few albums have that kind of edginess to the performance. It's because I'm just going for it, you know.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. You know, of course, part of that is that success mindset that we talk about on the show. And whether you're feeling it or not, you kind of have to go out there and do it. And, you know, us creative types, we're very hard on ourselves. So is there something that you've always told yourself that kept you on the right path, even when things were tough?
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I mean, I've gotten a lot better, but that whole, you know, confidence and then second guessing yourself and I used to do a whole lot of that. And, but I can get stuff more prepared mentally now, better than I used to. So.
Well, are we going to see a good tour coming up from you sometime soon?
Well, we'll be touring here starting in August, and I have a couple of shows in July, but I plan on just working on our new album.
Oh, that's great.
From now on till then, yeah.
And then the problem is coming up with the right set list because, of course, with so many great songs, you know, you got to try to make it.
I got to think about that too. So, thanks for reminding me.
Well, you know, you can't make everybody happy, so you got to make yourself happy, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we'd like to play, you know, some new material, and we do, and usually people like it, so. That's okay.
Oh, that's great. And it's still fun after all these years, right?
The playing part, yeah, I love it. It's just getting from one place to another. It's no fun.
Yeah.
You know,
I guess
hotel rooms, etc.
Yeah.
They've lost their charm.
Yeah, they sure have. Well, and certainly, you know, with every year, you know, I'm sure, and now it's so easy for people to get music at home. You're kind of thinking, should I just keep on putting out music like this, right?
Well, I love it that like we play and people come and they're so enthusiastic, and the demographic in my audience is pretty broad these days, and they're, you know, definitely interested, like legitimately. So that's really cool. I like that, and you know, I've got such a great band that we can really deliver in a kind of a jaw-dropping way live.
Oh yeah, you've always been known for the great live performances, and that's the great payoff for everything else. I guess it's kind of like what they say that if the performance is free, you're getting paid for everything else you have to do to get ready for it, right?
That's it. Yeah, we don't get paid to play. We get paid to travel, and we're working cheap.
I love it. Oh, that's so great. And what do you think will be different about this new album that we're about to hear?
Well, I'm thinking of adding some other instrumentation. I'm also thinking of going back to some of my earlier material and reworking it with the mind I have today. And I think that'll be interesting. And yeah, so we're going to have fun with this. It's going to be very musical.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Well, it's always good to go back and revisit those things, and probably brings up some really fun old memories, right?
Yeah, and I'll be able to do the tune, you know, again, look at it again with my 2024 ears, you know, and mind. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, of course, with this cactus thing, are there other tracks, or is there anything else about the project that you want to add that you just thought was just super cool about it?
No, we did a show with Cactus last week over in Clearwater, Florida, and it was just a great show, really good. Foghat also played, and that was a great show. So we're hoping to bring that particular bill to some other cities. So we're looking forward to that.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well,
Yeah.
and then, of course, is there any kind of music that you're listening to that you're excited about right now?
Just Pat Travers music.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out, what this next record's going to be exactly, and I really won't know that till we start rehearsing a little more. We've had a couple of rehearsals, but we'll start that next week.
Oh, that's exciting. Well, we're excited for you. We're excited to see you live again, and to get more new music from you, and just all the great stuff. And hey, we need some good rock and roll right about now in our lives, don't we?
I think so.
Oh, that's wonderful, Pat. Well, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you on the road soon.
All right, my brother. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Bye-bye.
Cheers.